So new year, new me, right? It's a new year, it's a new me. You know, you hear that a lot from people, bro. They always say it's a new year every time it's January 1st. New year, new me. Oh, things are going to be different this year. Things are going to be a lot better for me this year. I'm going to accomplish my goals. I'm going to accomplish my New Year's resolutions. Yeah, I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to get in better shape. I'm going to chase that career that I've always wanted to chase. Yeah, this is going to be my year. My year. You hear a lot of people say that. A lot of people get this motivation, that initial motivation that they're going to do this and that and the third. And what happens? What tends to happen to those people? Within a couple of weeks, they fizzle out. They don't stand on what they said on December 31st. They don't come through for themselves. Instead, they go back to the same old them. Listen, I'm tired of people saying, new year, new me. Stop. Stop. It is not a new year, new you. Well, it is a new year, but it's not a new you. Because at the end of the day, you're still attached to your old self. You're still holding on to old habits. You see, you thought you were just going to change overnight. And I'm here to tell you guys that change does not happen overnight. Change is not sudden. Change takes a long period of time to happen. Right? You cannot change your old habits in one day. It's going to take time for you to implement new habits into your life. New positive habits into your life. You know, if you've been eating meat your entire life, you've been eating unhealthy foods, you've been putting all those toxins in your body, right? And you feel like crap every time you eat such food. You're not going to just tell yourself, well, tomorrow, you know, I had chicken and I had fried chicken and steak, you know, on the 31st. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna go vegan. Tomorrow I'm gonna be a vegetarian. Yeah, I'm gonna eat very healthy. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You know why? Because your brain is still attached to eating meat. You have trained your subconscious mind to affiliate itself with unhealthy foods, unhealthy choices, and unhealthy lifestyle. Because that's what it knows. It doesn't know a healthy lifestyle. You haven't given yourself the time. You haven't given yourself the time to try out a better and healthy lifestyle. You haven't given yourself the time. You haven't conditioned your brain, your subconscious mind, to a healthier lifestyle. You haven't conditioned yourself to getting used to eating vegetables and fruit, more organic, you know, food choices. Because you're still eating unhealthy every single day. This is years and years of eating unhealthy, of garbage habits, living very recklessly. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of time for you to just change your old ways. And people think it's just going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, I'm here to tell you, you have to give yourself time. You have to be patient with yourself if you want to change into a better version of yourself. It takes little small habits, little small positive habits, subtle changes, right? They don't have to be big changes, but little subtle changes, right? If you're a guy that has never worked out a day in his life, if you're someone that's never hit one push-up, hasn't even jogged around the block, hasn't even, hit the gym ever in his life, right? And you don't know how to work out, I recommend you go on YouTube, you look up tutorial videos on how to work out, how to perform certain exercises, right? You know what I would recommend for people that have never worked out a day in their life and you're trying to work out today, you're trying to lose weight and burn belly fat today, the best thing I can tell you, the best way to start, go outside and power walk for a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes, right? That's starting off very small. Because, when you power walk, you are moving your body. You're in motion, right? But why you want to do this is because you want to condition your body enough times to power walk. You want to do this like every day. You know what I'm saying? You got time in the day to power walk. Don't act like you ain't got no time in the day to do some power walking. You know what I'm saying? You got enough time in the day to play Call of Duty, play Fortnite, you know what I'm saying, watch the P-Hub and text all these women and shit. You have the time of day to power walk. You have the time of day to at least do 5 to 10 push-ups. If you never did push-ups a day in your life, look up tutorial videos on YouTube, that teach you how to do push-ups, and then do 5 push-ups. Or 10 push-ups. Start off small, right? You don't have to do 100 push-ups. Right? You can do 5 to 10. Start off small, but do it every day. Execute these small, subtle changes every day. Power walk 30 minutes every day. 5 to 10 push-ups every day. And you know what? The more times you condition your body, the more you condition your body to those push-ups, power walking. Now you can start doing more push-ups. Now you can start power walking for an hour. Right? And then at that point, you condition your body enough times, to do a lot more push-ups, power walking for an hour. Okay, start jogging now. Start jogging every day. Start jogging on a regular basis. Now start doing more push-ups. Eventually, you'll get to 100 push-ups a day. It just takes a lot of repetition, right? It's a lot of repetition, being consistent with these subtle, small changes, right? Well, over time, it's going to permeate, healthier choices for you in the long run, right? It's the same thing with eating. You don't have to immediately cut out chicken from your diet, but you do want to lessen your consumption of chicken. Try substituting chicken with salmon. Salmon is is more of a healthier alternative than chicken is. Okay, I love salmon personally. I eat salmon almost every day, right? Or when I have enough money to buy salmon, you know what I'm saying? But salmon is a healthier choice than chicken, right? Make a conscious effort to eat your fruits and vegetables and add every meal that you have. Fill up that plate with as much vegetables as much as possible. A lot of greens, broccoli, kale, spinach, right? Green peas, carrots, right? Maybe corn. Add a lot of vegetables to your plate. And you want to do that on a normal basis, right? Less on the meat, less on the starch and more heavy on the vegetables, right? Because that's more of the organic, natural foods that we're supposed to be consuming, right? You got a problem with snacking, you got to cut that out. You got to cut that out, man, real quick. But all I'm saying is that change is not going to happen overnight. You can't just say, well, my New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Okay, well, how are you going to go about losing weight? You have to build a structure around losing weight. You got to have a routine that you put in place every day to lose that weight, to burn that fat. That's going to consist of working out every day, eating the right foods, intermittent fasting, etc. You know, any goal that you have, man, you have to understand that building a structure around that goal is way more important than the goal itself, right? It's way more important than the goal itself. Having that structure, having the routine surrounding the goal. You know, you can't just tell yourself, well, I'm going to be a millionaire this year. I'm going to earn $1 million this year. Okay, it sounds good on paper, but what are you doing? What steps are you taking? What's your plan to accumulate $1 million? What's your plan to accumulate that much money? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the structure that you are building around that goal of accumulating $1 million? There has to be a structure that you build around that goal, because the goal is not important. It's what you do. It's the process that you're going through, the work that you're doing. It's the structure that you are implementing every day to accumulate and to attain that goal. Right? The process is way more important. Doing the work is way more important. You know, try not to focus too much on the goal of losing weight and accumulating $1 million and being rich and wealthy. Like, try not to focus too much on that, because doing the work, right? Building the structure, right? Having a plan, right? And doing the work, going through the process is way more important, right? Getting through each step, having a routine, that's way more important, because it's what you do every single day when you wake up out of bed and you're grinding, you're getting to work. That's way more important, because we think about the goals, we think about the mission way too much, and we dream way too much, but we lose sight of reality. We lose sight of the work that has to be done in order to attain that goal. There's a lot of people that just dream a lot. There's nothing wrong with dreaming, but we get too caught up in the dream. We get too caught up in the goal, right? We get too attached to the goal to a point where all we just do is dream. All we just do is envision this dream. All we just do is think about it all day, plan about it all day, but we're not executing. We're not executing nothing. Nothing is being done. This year, you have to spend more time executing, taking action, than just talking about it, than just thinking about it. Stop talking and just execute. You have to execute. Otherwise, it's not going to get done. Otherwise, you're not going to accomplish that goal. Otherwise, you know, your dreams will not turn into reality. And this is where a lot of people who have New Year's resolutions, this is where they go wrong. This is where they start to fail. Okay, because they lack the motivation in the first place, but they don't have a structure. They don't have a plan to lose the weight. They're just, oh, I'm going to hit the gym tomorrow and do this and go on this treadmill and lift these weights. And no, you can't just jump into working out and you a beginner in working out. Like, that'll make no sense. You have to start off small. When you first work out, you have to start off small, because you have to pay attention to what your body can handle and what your body cannot handle. You know, I mean, obviously you're not going to go in there first time ever and, you know, weightlifting 500 pounds. You know, you're not going to be pressing 500 on the first go. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be on that treadmill for an entire hour. because your conditioning is weak, right? You're going to get tired and burn out very quick. You have weak muscles. How are you gonna lift that 500, let alone 200 or 100? You have to start off small.